Morning. Tight turn. Tight turn. You got this. There you go. Good. Looking good. Yeah, man. You can make it.
You make it? I sound so fit.
Good morning to today's vlog, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Today we have a special delivery. They've just texted me and said that they're downstairs. Well, they're gonna be downstairs any minute. I should probably go prompt security because this might be an issue. All right, let's get right into it. All right, let's go. So I had a dream about this last night. It should be able to fit in this elevator. And if it can't fit in the elevator, I think we may have an issue because I live on the 5th floor.
Lord.
Morning. Tight turn. Tight turn. You got this. There you go. Good. Looking good. Yeah, man. You can make it.
You make it? I sound so fit.
And up.
No. Go in this one, you got Bruce. Pode estar. You don't want to fit.
Nah?
No. Care don't watch that. You Bruce, that's all.
Yeah, we're touching it. Nah, don't go.
Come on.
Two more. So we're going to 5. Oh shoot, they just mopped here, so it might be slippery.
You can't swing here.
Yeah, you're making it. This one's tricky because it's a little bit lower.
Let me pull up your color.
Alright, one more.
Careful. What?
Yeah, so down the hall, the first on your left. What's up? We're going right here.
Right in here?
Yeah, in here. Yeah, to the left of this cooler here.
Put on the line.
That's a TV.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks.
Elevator works, you just gotta click down. Good effort. Thank you. You taking the stairs?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. See you guys. All right, now I've got this big thing in here. I've got all this stock that I loaded up from yesterday, and I just realized now I gotta turn this thing around. I have to get the concierge downstairs to help, because I don't want to scratch these floors. It's really important I don't damage this place. So yeah, but bear with me. This is gonna be the content studio. This has to turn around because the branding's on the other side. Stock goes on there, and then we'll look good. All right, guys, unwrap this with me, whatever this is. Before you roast me in the comments, look, I know the guys did a lot more work than they bargained for. It didn't quite fit in the elevator. That's my bad. But I did give them 5,000 each, so like an extra 25 bucks. I don't know, just as a thank you, like a little token of, like. Still very good effort. Little token, so thank you. All right, just had an idea. So I can't possibly do this by myself, or can I? I've got 2 bath mats, like 2 shower mats. I'm gonna put them on each side, and that way, in theory, I should just be able to spin it without scratching the floor at all. In case you work for management for the building, I'm spinning them on these. So no damage. We good. This looks far more ridiculous than I had ever imagined. What have I done? I can't take this downstairs now. That looks so ridiculous. Imagine you're just watching TV and you're like, oh yeah, you want some subs? Oh yeah. Oh no, it gets worse. It gets worse. It lights up. does that? All right. Products. 3, 2, 1. I know I promised you like one of those like click finger transitions, but I've loaded the shelf up and I'm just looking at it. I sat down, I walked over there and I walked over here and tried looking at different angles. And I had to take a pause because I genuinely can't tell whether this is the best thing I've ever done or literally the worst thing I've ever done. Okay, guys, I gotta prep you for what you're about to see. This is the shelf in my apartment. So, okay, nice, plan, living room, Xbox, TV, shelf. All right, let's take a look. So we've got Muscle Tech creatine, high quality, good value, 5 grams in each serve. They're very. This is a high quality protein, creatine, actually very fairly valued. This is pre-workout in sour apple, in batty berry, in red Hawaiian, and sour gummy. We've actually got a couple other flavors, but these are the 4 we're going to put on display. And then we've got proteins. We've got Nitrotech. So this has creatine. Ripped has fat burner, and then like just different flavors and different sizes and whatnot, and everything's really well done and backlit. And this is made by Shaw's Media. If you're not familiar with Shaw's Media, Greg Shaw on Facebook, like he's becoming a social media titan in his own respect. He has a media company that does like these kind of things, and he did the shelf for Space Gym, and now he's done this shelf. What have I done? Honestly, there's like a 50-50 chance my girlfriend breaks up with me. I just keep looking at it thinking, it's like, okay, nice kitchen, bedroom, little office-y setup thing. I need to actually get a proper desk. And then, boom. This is why we need communism, because people with free will end up doing nonsense like this. Although, you know, this is actually pretty good because now it means that I have to get to work and use it and make content, because otherwise I'm doing stupidness for no reason, and I promise not to do stupidness for no reason this year. Every stupidness I do will be within reason. I thought maybe like, I don't know, it might be too congested here, so I moved it over there to back that wall. But a couple things. The way that this finishing is, it won't come flush, so this will just be a dust magnet. And then, I don't know if I like it. Like, I'll straighten it up a little bit more, but I don't know. I think maybe just to go back here and just call it a day. I don't hate it there though. It's just, maybe if I could straighten it up, it's not the worst. And then that way I could set up, for content I could just set up and look here. But then you see the door, you see that, you see. It doesn't look as good, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think? Also, I know last time there was a comment that said, hey, you've already made up your mind. You know, consulting us isn't necessary. I love consulting you guys. And also, because I'm using these bath mats, moving it around the apartment's actually not that hard. So kind of dragging it across there. Not dragging, sliding elegantly. Yeah. Let me get back to you on that one. See, I do like it over there. I'm sitting from my little desk. I do like it there rather than there because it makes, you know, it doesn't make the space feel so congested. So if I can make that content wall work, that'll be better. There's no power there, so I'm gonna have to run an extension cord every time I want to make videos, but that's not the end of the world. And this does work a little bit better for content because I don't have to move the couch or anything. I could just have the camera stand there and then boom. I might make that little corner work actually. Anyway, I could decide that after this meeting. I've got a 11:15 consult. Might do some work with them next week. Let's check on our building real quick. So if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you'll know that I check in on this building as often as I possibly can. This one right there. It's a hotel/casino going up. It's a Surinamese Guyanese JV. It's gonna be absolutely huge by the time it's done. Anyway, it's looking good, still there. All right, continue to get to work. Time to get to work. I gotta pay the bills so I can continue doing nonsense like this. Oh, and then I've also got this. So here's the idea in concept. I'm gonna film lots of vertical content for like social media, for like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. So it'll be like this, I suppose, and then, you know, you won't see the sides and it'll be backlit, and I'll just be able to talk through different products and make lots of content. But what do you guys think? I'm thinking it'll go against this wall. I like this wall, and that way I'll have a camera set up properly here, and it'll look good. It'll look better than on this wall, because when I was lounging on the couch earlier, I did notice that like when this was here, it just made this entire area feel less relaxing. And this is my one little relaxing spot in all of Georgetown, and I need my peace, you know? So I'll put this back here, move this along more, make this a little bit more domesticated again, and then make this the product wall and then the content wall. So there is a little bit of a concern for me there, but what's gonna happen is it's not all the way to the side there. So when I move it across a little bit more, it'll look a little bit more flush. You won't have that little gap, and then when it's lit up, it'll look a lot more proper. So it'll look like this, basically. It's gonna look like this, and it'll be really cool content, and then just for continuity, I'll be able to make, you know, content with this. And then when I show you things on live or on social media, this is gonna be an exact replica of what you can go and find at Space Gym. So basically, what I've done here is I've built an entire supplement store in my apartment living room. Don't tell my landlord, he might be a little bit annoyed. But just for the record, in case you do find this video, there will be no customers here. This is a faux store just for me to make content, I promise. Whew. All right, we gotta make a quick stop. We're going to GTA, Guyana Tourism Authority in Safaya. You know, growing up, I grew up in Amal Avenue, Prashadnagar, and I like to joke with my girlfriend that I grew up Safaya adjacent, which, I mean, is not a lie, right? It's a light embellishment because Prashadnagar and Safaya are two very different neighborhoods, but my street was the last street before Safaya, so Safaya adjacent counts. Anyway, they're in the, what do you call it, the exhibition center, and if you've been living under a rock, or if you don't follow my content, or maybe you've missed this one, my dear friend Tariq and his company BPM, BPM is like, actually, let me give you a backstory on Tariq. Tariq runs a company called BPM, and they're trying to build electric music culture in Guyana with like house parties, basically. Not house the physical location, house like the type of music. EDM stuff. It's real nice. It's a real good time. Parties are well organized. They're growing every single time. It's actually been a joy to watch him grow and the whole process. Anyway, he is doing his biggest show ever coming next month, August 16th or so. I think it's August 16th. I think I got that right. And he's bringing Darude down, who did Sandstorm. Now, if you grew up in Guyana, you watch TV, you didn't live under a rock, you would have seen the Gizmos and Gadgets TV shows. Not TV shows, TV adverts. And Gizmos and Gadgets use Sandstorm for all of their marketing. So it's kind of ingrained, like it's imprinted in every Guyanese brain, whether you know it or not, that you know this music. So you actually kind of owe it to yourself to go see this man perform it live as you can do EDM, but live, right? To see the man who made up a major part of your childhood, whether you liked it or not. Anyway, now I've teamed up with GTA on quite a few things, and you'll see quite a few more things this year. They're giving away 4 VIP tickets, I believe, or they're giving me 4 VIP tickets to give away to you guys. And I'm gonna announce how to do that on my next vlog and on my social media, so keep an eye out for that. But I'm gonna give away 4 tickets. They wanted me to do some sort of crazy over-the-top advert, like you dance and submit videos. I'm gonna make it easy, don't worry. It's gonna be real easy, real passive to win this thing. Sorry, that just caught my eye. I just driven past my old neighborhood, and I think someone has built a 7-story nonsense where my house used to be. Like the house I grew up, we sold it, you could do whatever you want. But wow, let's do a lap around Amal Avenue when we're done here. And I'll show you where I grew up, or at least what it looked like before we sold it. Because when we had it, it was very, like mom has a lot of taste, right? So it's very tastefully done. 2-story house, nice color schemes, plants and stuff around it. The last time I saw it was a mirrored chrome covered monument to man's arrogance. Like, it was crazy looking. It's funny that PA headquarters is right here, because there's definitely that building, what my childhood home became, was definitely an attack against the environment. Anyway, we'll go have a look at that in a sec. We're gonna go pick up these VIP passes, see what GTA is doing, and see if I can't tag along to any more adventures this week. Because the thing about daily vlogs is you gotta keep finding more and more interesting things to keep doing. And there's only so much of rolling around Georgetown you guys wanna see. And there's only so much of rolling around Georgetown I wanna do. I'd much rather be out somewhere. Now, I thought about going down to the Rupununi earlier and just going on like a big jungle adventure, but the road, the jungle is so wet right now. We're in the middle of rainy season, and there's endless videos of the roads and bridges getting washed away. That wouldn't be a good idea. And not even not being a good idea, I just wouldn't make it. So let me save myself that grief. I'm going to Berbice on Monday. Maybe I could find some more things to do out that way. I don't know. My friend Chef Dev comes in tonight, so that'll be fun. We're gonna go do some adventures over the weekend with him. I guess we'll see. We'll see. More Chef Dev to come. All right, this is the back of the Safaya exhibition grounds. Car park is being redone, love to see that. Construction, lots of development all over Guyana. Oh, look at this mural. I pass by it every so often. Real nice. Whoever Matt 2024 is, you did good. Looking good. Big fan of these offices here. That sun is hot today, man. Hot. This is the GTA office right here, where all the magic happens. Yeah. Check this out. This is a, probably made in Guyana. It's a harpy, looks like. Grabbing a monkey. Another monkey. This, I can't remember what it's called. If you know it, put in the comments. It's made from a gum naturally occurring, and then they form it and then carve it and paint it to make it look as exquisite as it looks. That's actually dope. I would buy that. Ticket secured. And the ladies were telling me it's balata. That was the name. I knew, it was on the tip of my tongue. It's a gum that you know, again, you mold and you paint and you, yeah. Awesome. They were telling me as well that you could actually buy them in town. You don't have to go all the way to Rupununi for it. Right outside the post office. It just occurred to me that you may not know Georgetown, so you have no idea what I'm talking about. So at the main post office downtown off of the Avenue of the Republic, I can't remember that exact area. It's not Kingston. It's anyway, downtown, there is like a series of these huts, Benab style things, and they've got lots of natural, like local craft products, and they're all reasonably priced, and there's all sorts of cool merch. So if you're ever in Georgetown and you want a cool present, something to take back with you, a balata, something, go check them out. So what I have here in my hands is 100,000 Ghana dollars worth of tickets. These are VIP tickets to the Darude show. They're worth 25,000, and I'm going to sell them to you for 10,000. No, I'm kidding. I am giving these away for free. I haven't decided exactly how we're going to do it, but I'm going to announce it on my social media, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everything in the next couple of days. So if you're interested and you want to get in the runnings to get all access passes to what will probably be one of the best shows of the year in Guyana, you know where to go. All right, guys, we're back in the apartment now. I fixed the shelf. Look at this. I've made it a little bit more flush with the wall, and it's looking good. Now, the shoes used to live there, and I think I'm gonna make them live there now. And those waters are gonna go over there next to the dispenser. And then all of this stuff needs to get packed away. But before we go, last week or the week before, I actually made a bit of a snarky comment towards other product distributors in Guyana. I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you are bringing down a product, right, legitimately from a distributor or even from the manufacturer in the US or Europe or whatever, I guarantee you that distributor is getting these. Whoever's bringing the products down are getting free samples. Look at this, free samples of protein. Free samples of protein. I got a whole box of pre-workout samples here, right here. I've got, what else do I have? I've got towels, I've got shirts at the bottom. I've got more pre-workout, more protein right down there. So I don't want to call anyone out too badly, but if the person selling the product isn't giving away lots of free stuff all the time, or at least some of the time, then you kind of have to ask the question, like, where's the free stuff? Why, like, you get so much cool free stuff from your distributor and from the manufacturer because they're interested and they're keen on you building new markets like Guyana or wherever, right? So you take this stuff, and I'm gonna go give them away to members of the gym or even members of the public who are interested. Maybe I'll even do like a registered sign up through Nutrition Guyana on the website. And then you have to maybe like, yeah, maybe you sign up. Oh, sorry, hon, I even forgot. Speaking of, this entire box here, see, bullet shakers. That entire box are these guys, which I'm going to be giving away for free as well. What day is today? Thursday, probably starting over the weekend, if not Monday. See what I mean though? There's a lot of free stuff to be given away. So, you know, if someone's bringing in free, like cool stuff, you gotta, especially in the fitness sphere, you gotta ask them like, where's all the free stuff, bro? Like, why aren't you giving back to the members? I guarantee you, actually I can't guarantee anything. I don't want to get sued or talked bad about, but there are stores in this country that are selling those shakers, but you got them for free. So anyway, I'm very happy with the location of the shelf now. Look, it looks a lot better now that it's backed up, and then with the lights on, I gotta run an extension cord. So this is gonna be the angle you're gonna see on my social media. So know, when you see this, you're looking at my whole apartment. This is the view, this is the angle. Content was gonna churn from there. And guys, the plan is to churn content from right there and direct people to buy online and then direct people to go into store. But I really believe in this whole online thing. I think there's a couple different ways we can make it work. Anyway, I've got all these towels. I think there might be shirts underneath. So what I'm gonna do is pack from here into this one here. Red Hawaiian pre-workouts. These are very good. Same deal with these though. So there's a lot of people, pre-workout is a funny thing. And I know this because I'm very funny with my pre-workout. A good pre-workout will make your workout or will make your day, and a bad pre-workout will ruin your day. Not that it'll make you feel funny, but I have a lot of emotion tied to a good workout. And a bad pre-workout will make me feel all sorts of weird ways, or might give me acid reflux or whatever. So the ABE pre-workout that we sell is probably the best I've ever had in my life. And I used to be religious with another brand. And so that's why I really fought for all of these samples, because I want people to taste it and test it, and So this is a free sample, single serve. So you don't have to commit to buying a whole tub. The whole tub is definitely worth it. It's like 11,000 and you got 30 serves. But this is a good free test, so yeah. There is one amazing perk. I mean, there's a few amazing perks, but the main one, right, other than like brand building and authority building and whatever, the main perk with creating content and like wholesome content. I'm not talking about like, if you notice, I don't get in controversy because I actively avoid it. I actually don't really hang out with anybody except me, myself, my girlfriend, and myself, which has its drawbacks. But again, I have no conflict in my world. I just create wholesome, interesting content, and that is it. And every so often I go viral, phenomenal. And the great benefit of that, and I want to tell you guys a little secret, especially in Guyana right now, while in Guyana, this whole media content creator world is so young and so wild. There are people earning 20,000 Guyana dollars a video and $100,000 a video. And I know actually probably way more. I know John Green, for instance, creates he's not a content creator per se, but he creates content, but he's more of a filmographer. Anyway, don't worry about that. There are restaurants and groups that will invite you to come and eat for free, right? And there's a very thin line between what is an advert and what is a promo and what you should do for free and what you should do for paid. I don't go to restaurants anymore to do free food for video, because I'm exchanging 7,000 Guyana dollars of your food for one of my videos. So that means my videos are worth 7,000. No, and I'm not sure, this is not an elevated sense of worth. I'm just saying a good food video is worth 50 or 60,000, because you could reach 10, 20, 30, 40,000 people. But there's a group that I do stuff with, the same group that have Amichi or Burger King or Papa John's. I like them. It's called Quorum Group. I know them personally. They're good to me. So every so often when Amichi does a new menu, they'll call me up and say, hey, would you like to come and do a new menu sample, create content or not? Doesn't really, it's not that it doesn't matter, but we want your feedback as someone that we trust. And it's oh, great. So join me on one of those evenings tonight. We're going to go. They launched a new menu last week. I was supposed to go the week before, but I was out of the country. So we're going tonight to sample the new menu. And I will, of course, include in the vlog. Maybe I'll take some photos. Maybe I'll make a TikTok about it. Who knows? Depends on, the vibe is right. Create good content, build a following, just do what makes you happy, and all sorts of things can happen. No one's going to give you anything, or no one's going to offer you anything if they don't know who you are. Okay. And also, before you say, oh, it's because you're white, it's look, there are plenty of creators that get the same offers and opportunities I do. They're the reason why I started creating content, because I kept looking at all the cool things happening in town and thought, how do I join that list? How do I get invited? I want to go to the cool parties or the cool menu tastings, I'm sure there are viewers watching this video thinking the exact same thing, and this is how you do it. You just put yourself out there. You do it for a year, 6 months, 4 months, 5 months, 10 months, 24 months, who knows? Okay, let's go. As I wait for this elevator to come, it just occurred to me that some of you viewers who may not be in Guyana don't have the context of what Amichi is. So Guyana is a rapidly growing economy, as we all know. And as such, we have lots of restaurants, and we have everything from, grab and goes to fast casual to fine dining. And Amichi opened, I want to say 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and their entire polarizing fact was they were fine dining and they were expensive. It's like an Italian bistro-y kind of food. I quite like it. Highly recommend if and when you come to Georgetown. And also, Ronald, I got some drone shots. Let them fly.
beef carpaccio. It has black truffle, figs, and Parmesan cheese.
Looking
And
good.
then this is our burrata and tomatoes. It has balsamic vinegar, pistachios, pesto, and some sourdough bread.
Nice. Thank you, Janae.
Thank you. Yes, we do.
Yes.
Perfect, thanks.
Okay, so Jai doesn't eat beef, so I get to have all of this myself. Protein. Next we have filet mignon, which smells gorgeous. Again, unfortunately, Jaya here doesn't eat beef. That's really bad, but also for me, that means I get all of it. Bittersweet. Okay, so this puree around here is like a plantain puree, like a ripe plantain, so it's kind of sweet and kind of green. Green in flavor, not in color. Real good. All right, next on the menu is lamb ragu. Love the thick noodles there. Looking good, finally something Jai could eat. She's happy. And then the duck. Oh, that looks good too. Another thing that Jai could eat. Perfect. And then we're making our way through this. This is excellent. Again, I can't get over this. This is great. Fried onions on the top. Good. So this is a caramel sticky date pudding. I haven't had this in ages.
Didn't you say sticky toffee pudding?
Sticky toffee pudding. What did I say? Sticky.
Caramel sticky date.
I'm making things up at this point.
It's
Please.
sticky toffee pudding, guys.
Okay. Ooh. I got you. Before I am a hilariously, mildly, wildly lactose intolerant. It's 50-50, so. Objection though. So, this is a rooftop. If you haven't noticed that yet. The best thing about this rooftop is that right there is the world famous Border cricket ground. And that's like 200 years old right there. It might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less. Don't kill me in the comments, but that's awesome. Just had finished dinner, and I'm not sure I told you, but my brother and my father had gone into the bush. They've just come back. The old girl is real dirty. But she looks like she's held up. This is what it looks like to do a solid 10 hours on the trail. It's so covered in dust. The proximity around it is making me sneeze. Whew. Definitely needs a clean though. And I know I'm gonna get stuck cleaning it. Let's start taking bets now. What an adventure today was. Whew, I am full. I gotta go to sleep now. You know what? The shelf is looking real good in its own little corner right there. I'm glad the way that it turned out. For all those who voted that we just do it in the apartment, thank you. It turned out real good. All right, thank you guys so much for liking and subscribing and following this journey. We're gonna produce so much content right here. I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it every step of the way. All right, thank you very much. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow. Great, bye.